Hey guys, happy Wednesday, and I love every part of today's strength. This is going to be a bunch of new stuff for you, but we want this stuff to be more common in our CrossFit strength, and this is that gymnastic strength stuff that we'll be focusing on, right? There's going to be 3 separate couplets. We're going to do 3 rounds of each. If you're in class, we'll work through these together. Generally speaking, try to keep about 30 seconds between movements, right? And in between couplets, we'll take 2 to 3 minutes as we go through, all right? Always focusing on quality. So the first couplet is going to be scapula push-ups and ball ups. All right, so the scapula push-up we do in warm-ups a lot, and I'll show you how we can make this more challenging because we're going to say a planche. So what that means, a regular scapula push-up is like the top of a push-up position, all right? And we're going to be keeping our body nice and tight, arms are straight, sinking down the shoulder blades and pushing them away. Okay, that's a normal scapula push-up. What we're looking to do today is to see how far in front of your wrist you can put your shoulder. Now notice my hands I've turned out a little bit because I have a bad right wrist. That'll relieve the tension. But here's what it looks like. It's a regular, and then I'm just going to kind of come on my toes forward and try to do the same thing. Okay, further forward. Okay, so I had to fight really hard to keep my core engaged, and I'm going to do 10 to 15 reps in that position, all right? Rest about 30 seconds, then go to the second movement, which will be a ball up. So this is a great drill, not just for core strength, but for lat strength. I really want you to focus on engaging your lat. So starts by hanging, okay? I'm gonna lift my knees up into a ball, and then keep going, touch my toes to the bar, and then roll back down. Okay, so that's gonna be hard for a lot of people, 5 to 8 reps per round. Okay, focus on keeping your arms straight. Really, again, focus on trying to engage the lats. If you can't get all the way up, you can do just a knee raise as high as you can and try to press back. Okay, keep your chin tucked the whole time. You don't want to look like that. Your chin is tucked and you're trying to basically press your body down a little bit. 5 to 8 reps, good control. So you go back and forth between those 2 movements for 3 sets. We'll rest a couple minutes, then go to the next couplet. Really basic. We're going to be doing dips for 12 reps, it's a lot of reps, and chin-ups. So the dips, I brought these out in, I love using the straight bars because it takes out the stability problem. You can still use a band with these, but it allows you to develop the basic strength for dipping. We want to get the shoulder below the elbow and a good lockout. Okay, so take time to grab these if you can, okay? Of course, we have the rings, okay, which most people work on. So if you come over to the rings here, we can use a band for the rings. We want to see, again, good range of motion. I put my foot on the band, and again, work that range of motion. So my shoulder is below my elbow at the bottom, my bicep touches the ring, get a good lockout, all the way down, all the way up, all right, for 12 dips. You can, of course, always do the bench dip if you take a look at the box over here. The bench dip is the easiest variation, right? Bent knees is the absolute easiest, all the way down and up. Okay, next level up is straight legs. Okay, so there's a few variations of dips. We're doing 12 reps per round and pairing this up with strict chin-ups. So a chin-up means palms face you, okay? We want to see down and up for a set of 8, all right? After that, 3 rounds through that, and then the third set is going to be what's called anatomical push-ups. These are one of Chelsea's favorites, right? That's where the fingers point towards your toes, okay? It's going to do a set of 8 to 12 reps. So here's what it looks like. Fingers point towards the toes. Same setup in a plank, okay? The reason that we use these is it forces the shoulder to go forward. There's a problem in push-ups a lot where people go like this. The elbows flare out. This forces the forearm vertical and the shoulder to go forward, which is really important for developing good pressing mechanics in a dip, handstand, push-up, all that good stuff. Okay, so 8 to 12 reps. For some people, this is hard. Again, point your fingers out will help a little bit, but one way to do it is just not to worry about your plank too much. So if you kind of fall at the bottom or snake down and up, just to kind of feel that position. Again, you might have tight wrists. Okay, that's a way that you can just kind of play around with that position and see what it feels like. And we're partnering this with strict toes to bar. Strict toes to bar are very hard. We already did those ball ups. So the strict toes to bar, if you can do it, legs straight, feet together, touch, and control on the way back down, okay? You can go if you can only make it that high, that's fine. Try to control your swing, okay? You could do a knee raise, all right? Something like that. We're gonna be doing 8 reps per round, but I want you to come over here. There's something that you probably have seen in the gym, but maybe have never used. If you wanna make this harder, is to use the stall bar. So if you're really good, this doesn't let you lean back, okay? So this is really hard. Just show you what it looks like. And give it a try if you never have. It's kind of fun. Again, these are classics in the world of gymnastics, but a straight leg, see if I can do one. So that's another cool thing to play with if you never have. So that's our strength today. Focus on good quality, and let's talk conditioning. All right, guys, for today we have a single kettlebell workout with an EMOM format. So it's gonna be 16 minutes, 4 different movements. We're gonna go through it 4 times. All right, the first one, really simple, is 30 jumps over the kettlebell. I want you to focus on bounding, meaning it looks like this. It's quick, right? As I land, I come right back over. I want to avoid jumping and stopping, okay? So develop some of that core stability, double under ability, okay? So feel free to, for any of these movements actually, feel free to sub a dumbbell or something that you can maintain, ideally that jump style. 30 reps, rest the remainder of the minute. From there, we're gonna go to 8 hang squat cleans on each side. So it's gonna look like this. With the kettlebell, it's kind of like a swing, right? Single arm. You're gonna come into that front rack position. So the front rack in a kettlebell is resting in the crook of the arm, okay? So this takes a little bit to kind of learn. Swing, squat, stand for a set of 8, okay? Make sure you stand up all the way. A common thing with dumbbells and kettlebells on this stuff is as you're standing, it kind of drops as you're standing up. So make sure you stand up all the way every rep, okay? You notice from the side as I swing, I load, I'm kind of shrugging, and then dropping underneath it, all right? So it's gonna be 8 on each side. Again, if that feels uncomfortable to you, just do a dumbbell. It'll be much simpler technique-wise. After that, it's gonna be 8 each side push press. So pick it up, find that rack position, feet under the hips, dip, drive to lockout, dip, drive to lockout. Really use your legs, get a good lockout at the top, okay? 8 each side. And then finishing off with a brand new one, I don't think we've ever done this in a CrossFit workout in here before, is gonna be plyo push-ups over the kettlebells. The way it looks is one hand's on the kettlebell, one is on the floor, right? Spread your feet a little bit. You're gonna do a push-up and jump over. If you need to walk your hands over, that's fine, okay? If you just wanna do regular push-ups or regular plyo push-ups, not the kettlebell, that's fine, but think 12 to 20 reps per round, and that's it. You're gonna go through that 4 times, and we do have a little finisher as well today. All right, guys, classic finisher today is gonna be hanging on the bar, developing some of that grip strength, shoulder strength, mobility. The simple version will be hanging for 2 minutes, accumulate 2 minutes, right? Just a basic hang, try to get a nice deep grip in your palm, all right? Hanging for 2 minutes, rest as needed. The more advanced version will be 1 minute on each arm, okay? And a way that you can support this is by using a band or a ring strap, but start by hanging, okay? And as you let go of one hand, just grab on. This will give you some support, okay? The lower your hand is, the less support it will give you. So if you hold it up here, it gives you more support, down here, less support. Again, accumulate 1 minute on each side. So that's our finisher today, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.